Windy Ways involves children thinking about wind patterns. It doesn't directly link to any science topic in the Key Stage 2 curriculum, but is a fun activity. It involves the children deciding how to use bubbles to measure and record wind direction and strength. The resources for this activity are readily available at school or from local shops. You will need bubble blowers and solution. We suggest you test the bubble solution in advance to ensure it is good quality, as the activity will be disappointing if the children cannot blow bubbles. You will also need pens or pencils, paper, compasses, or a mobile compass app, chalk, timers, and measuring tapes or sticks. If you do not have any compasses or sufficient compasses for each group of children to have one, then, before starting the activity, simply mark out compass points on the playground for each group using chalk. If you don't have a compass to do this, you can download a free compass app on your mobile phone and use that so you can orientate the compass points correctly. Use either 4 or 8 points of the compass, depending on what the children have learnt in geography. Use a compass or compass app on a mobile phone to mark the compass marks onto the playground using chalk. North, east, south, and west. Initially, let the children practice blowing bubbles while sitting down in the classroom. They should practice blowing gently and steadily to try and produce just a few bubbles at a time. Ask them to watch how the bubbles move. Then go outside and give them a chance to blow bubbles outside. They are likely to want to chase and catch the bubbles, so let them do this for a short while before getting them to focus on the activity. Ask the children to think about what the movement of the bubbles tells them about the wind. If the bubbles are blown away quickly, the wind is strong. Perhaps introduce them to a simplified version of the Beaufort scale, such as the one in this table, which will help them record different strengths of wind based on conditions they can observe. Give the children the compasses or show them the compass markings on the playground and explain how to use them to describe the direction of the wind. For example, if the bubbles are moving to the south, it's a northerly wind, as winds are named by where they come from, not where they go. Each group could blow bubbles in a different area of the playground to see if the wind is different in different locations. If they notice a difference in the direction or strength of the wind, they could think about why this might be. Encourage them to record their observations in a table such as this. If there's time, the children could measure how quickly the bubbles travel a set distance, such as 3 meters, in order to compare the strength of the wind in different places in the playground. The quicker a bubble travels 3 meters, the stronger the wind. The children will need to measure out 3 meters in the direction in which the bubbles are traveling, and then time how quickly the bubbles get to this point. First, blow bubbles in different directions to see which way the wind is blowing. The wind is blowing in that direction, which is in the direction of southeast. So I'm going to measure out a line in that direction
1.5 meters. That's 3 meters. And then I'm going to blow bubbles in that direction. And when I've spotted a suitable bubble to track, I'm going to shout go so that we can start the stopwatch, and then I'm going to follow the bubble, and when it crosses that line I'll be saying stop, so we can stop the stopwatch. Go. It didn't reach the line, so I'm going to try again. Go. Stop.
As an alternative to using bubbles, or if the wind conditions are unsuitable on the day the activity is planned for, the children could make a windsock to test alongside the bubbles on another day, when there's a bit more or less wind. If you want the children to make windsocks, you will need to provide them with scissors, sticky tape, and crepe or tissue paper.